witches, it's Faye the Fiend, and today we are just having a general love reading. We have three piles to choose from: the Nameless, the Dream, and the Float in pile three. I'm going to give you a moment to pick your cards, and I will see you at your reading. Alrighty, pile one has selected the Nameless card. This is your reading. That was fast. One. We have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Ooh, we have the Sun in reverse. Okay. It doesn't feel bad, it just feels heavy. Okay, now it feels bad. Ooh. Hold on. Alright, we have three more cards. Yep, okay, so there's a cheating situation happening. Yikes. Okay. Oof. Oof. Okay. This is a very specific. So, okay. So automatically, the Seven of Swords is like a betrayal or someone lying to you, someone hiding something. Then we have the Three of Cups, which by itself isn't a three-way situation, a third-party situation, but in combination with the Seven of Swords, I feel like someone was cheating. I'm assuming it's your partner because your energy is the Sun in reverse. So it's very down, very sad, depressed. We also have the Nine of Cups in reverse, which is uh, the Nine of Cups is a wish fulfillment card, and in reverse, it's kind of like you got your wish and it wasn't everything you thought it was going to be. There's disappointments, there's it's basically talking about this person. Like you thought this was your dream person, and instead you got a cheater. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse indicates that there's self esteem issues coming from within you, maybe self worth issues because of, like, as a result of this cheating. Um, for some of you, I'm getting the message that maybe this person, if you had self esteem issues in the relationship prior to the act of cheating, um, that this person might have thrown that in your face, like, oh well, it's because you don't dress up, or like sometimes people cheat and then they try to make it seem like, well, it's your fault because you're not dressing like to the nines every fucking time, you know what I mean? So that might have been something that was thrown in your face. And with the Six of Cups in reverse, it did go out sideways, but it's just like because it came out sideways, the Six of Cups is memories, and so in reverse, it's kind of like you're being stuck in the past, but forward would be kind of like you're reminiscing. Sideways is basically both of that energy. So I feel like maybe you're going back and forth between like loving this person and hating this person with all the memories that you have, good and bad. And if you're in a situation where you're considering taking this person back, I feel like a lot of your you're thinking of taking this person back because of all the good memories you have together, and maybe you don't want to throw that all away. Currently, we don't have anything to indicate that that would be a bad idea. So I guess we'll just pull some more cards to see. Um, it's interesting because the Nameless card is a card of like deep love, and in the anime, it's actually formed from the main character's tears, so that makes me sad. that you know, have probably been crying a lot. Okay. So we're asking right now if it is a good idea to take this person back, if that is something you're considering. If you're already done with this person, then the three of cards are not, the three cards I'm pulling are not relevant to you. But if you're going back and forth, like this card suggests, these three cards are answering whether you should or shouldn't. Okay. So right now I'm being told that like you need to consider what you want. I feel like there's a lot of people's voices, especially if like, you know, you're married or you have children or like you're very close to this person's in-laws or your in-laws, you know, like when you're together with someone for so long, like eventually your lives become intertwined. And so right now I'm wondering if you're considering staying because of all of that, or like other people, you know, there's some cultures where like divorce is a no-no. There's some religions where, you know, they frown upon that, or they think something bad will happen to you if you do that. So I feel like there's a lot of voices right now and you're not really listening to your intuition. You're not really listening to yourself. So the high priestess in reverse is telling you to go inward, to kind of ignore everybody and see what you want, especially with the chariot in reverse. The chariot in reverse is like a pause to me. It's not necessarily a no. It's just like stop. Don't make any rash decisions. Um, take a pause, take some time, take a break, get in alignment with yourself, and then see what you want instead of listening to like all the other, you know, cooks in the kitchen, I guess. um, the Ten of Pentacles also brings up a concern about money. I wonder if you're staying because it's not financially viable for you to leave, or hmm, let me. I'm, I'm getting the feeling that like maybe your family would be willing to help. Yeah. So the Eight of Swords in reverse is making me think that for those of you who are concerned about money, I feel like it's kind of in your head in a sense. Like maybe you don't have money, but you do have a support system that would be willing to help you if you explain the situation to them, whether that's a friend or a loved one. They want you to not be like, to not form your own mental prison, essentially. You know, if you want to leave, you should leave. Don't stay because you think you couldn't make it financially, you know, to reach out and look at your options. Ask for a raise, even depending on your situation. So, yeah. And now we're going to get some lover messages. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. So I feel like maybe this, I mean, whoa. Okay, let's pause. So the codependency thing is interesting because it makes me feel like maybe this relationship was kind of, I don't want to use the word toxic, but it might have been toxic like prior to the cheating. Like maybe there was something unhealthy going on with your um, relationship prior to the incident. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Yeah. So again, this reminds me of like I'm not getting the vibe that you're like in the mood to start another relationship. But just like for future reference, you can attract romantic love by being in the moment. But I do find it interesting that it landed on top of the High Priestess in reverse, which again, you need to be more like in alignment with yourself. I feel like right now you're just kind of avoiding your problems, maybe running around, you know, doing chores, going to work, doing all these things, and you're like not getting in alignment with yourself. So it's kind of like, hey, be in the moment, align yourself, Try meditating. I know. But even like, are you telling me you can't do it 10 minutes a day, you know? Or what about 10 minutes a week? Give yourself something. Um, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Yeah, so I feel like right now, obviously, if this situation is new, you're probably not, again, looking for a relationship or looking to open yourself up. But I think this is just a message to telling you, like, hey, it's it's okay to trust again, to open your heart. Like, just because this person is shitty doesn't mean everyone's shitty, doesn't mean you're never gonna find someone. And I know that might be um causing you to roll your eyes because I mean, with the Nine of Cups in reverse here, that's like this was your dream person. So if your dream person is cheating on you, like what are the odds that, some random person is gonna like be any good? But you're getting you're getting messages to like open up and receive more. So maybe this is an event of the from a while ago for some of you, and now your guides are just addressing it. Some good shit is about to happen. Don't let your issues fuck it up. Yeah, so like, see, you're over here with your trust issues. And it's like, if you attract someone new who's like open to, not open to, but like, who's not gonna cheat on you, um, yeah, who's gonna treat you right and who you would get along with and all these things. And it's just like, well, you're shutting down. So whatever you are thinking about, don't do it. Now is not the time. Yeah, this is especially true for those of you who have friends that are like, let's get vengeance, let's go slash some tires, whatever the situation is, like, don't do it. Stop sleeping so damn much. Again, I feel like some of you are just avoiding your emotions, you're avoiding your um like getting in alignment with yourself, and you're just kind of like working and then immediately to sleep, and it's kind of like, hey, wake up, you were missing out on some cool shit. Yeah, and again, like this idea of like you're gonna miss out on like someone who would genuinely be good for you just because you're still stuck on these trust issues from another person. Like, it wouldn't be fair to the new person to push all these you know trust issues onto them when they haven't done anything. So just something to consider. I hope you enjoyed your reading, pile number one. Let me know in the comments if you have any suggestions, etc., and how this reading resonated. Thank you. Hello, pile number two who selected the dream card. This is your reading. Okay, starting off strong. We have the Emperor, we have the Knight of Cups. Okay. Nope, I'm not gonna take that one because it kind of half flipped. So, yeah, I'll take that one. Here we go. Some commitment. Whoa. Alrighty. What's going on here? The Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. Okay. So the dream. Let's start off with the dream. Basically, the dream is about literally your intuition, your literal dreams. So if you're receiving messages in your dreams and you're like, it's just a dream, or I don't know if I should take this seriously, like, take it seriously. they're giving you signs. If you're seeing repeating numbers, all that stuff, like, that's your guides trying to talk to you about the situation. The dreams also tell you to make room in your life for dreams. So that's just a message in there that isn't romantic. If you had, or it could be romantic if you wanted a family, if you wanted, a home, whatever. If you want a certain career, like, it's telling you whatever dream that you had that you kind of put on the shelf to collect dust to bring it back down and to just kind of work on it. So I see a male energy. Obviously, it doesn't have to be an actual man, but it's just someone very masculine. Especially with the emperor, I think of like someone in power, maybe. Like maybe this person is at the top of their job. Even if it's not like a CEO, it could be like a manager of some sort. And we have the Knight of Cups, so they're romantically interested. But I do see an issue with the Six of Pentacles in reverse. That means there's an issue with like give and take. I feel like you're in the Queen of Pentacles energy, which is like boss bitch energy. It's like your home life is together, your work life is together, your personal life is together. Like all your shit is aligned. You got your ducks in a row basically. And I'm just not too sure this person does. Like maybe they have a facade that they do with the Emperor, but then underneath we have like the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, which can be family issues. It can also be financial issues, especially with two Pentacles in reverse. I feel like maybe they're coming across like they have it together, but I don't really think that they do. Especially like if it had been the Emperor followed by a king, then I'd be like, oh shit, like you're the queen who has it together and they're the king who has it together. But it's like you're a queen and they're a knight. So already there's some kind of like power imbalance happening here. Um, and it looks, I don't want to say it's an unhealthy one, but that's the vibe I'm getting. It's not necessarily like, I don't believe it's inherently unhealthy for, just as an example, right? Because again, like gender isn't relevant, but like if you're a woman who's making a lot of money and your partner or your love interest is someone who's making less money, sometimes that like triggers something in men and it upsets them and they try to knock down like the woman who is making more money, or they try to get them to like take jobs or that'll pay less, or they'll get them pregnant and be like, just become a stay-at-home mom. Like, you know what I mean? um those situations can happen naturally in a healthy manner, right? Like if you did happen to get pregnant and this person wanted to take care of you and you can take care of the kids, there's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like, I don't know, I'm getting like icky intentions. Like they would just want to do that for the purpose of like knocking you down in your career versus like an actual concern for the child's well-being. Um, yeah, there's some kind of like lack of, I don't think this person's on your level, basically. And if you're one of those people that's like, I don't care if you're financially on my level, like just meet me emotionally or meet me romantically, in terms of like even in the bedroom. Like we don't have to get into that because I know not everybody who watches me is an adult, but if that is the case, like I just feel like there's a lack of reciprocation here. I don't know. Eef. And then we have a Eight of Swords. So that's the feeling of like someone being trapped. Okay, I'm gonna pull for more information, like what's going on here. Oh, nope. I hate when they come out in multiples. So we're just gonna see what's going on. Okay, so if you're thinking about moving forward with this and it hasn't happened yet, you're being told not to. It's like a pause. um, or maybe, you guys have just started dating and you were like trying to take it to this next level and this person was like, pause, no, we're not doing that. There's something about like a lack of movement forward, especially with the Ace of Pentacles like sideways. So that means like the energy is going both ways or it can go either way. And the Ace of Pentacles is like an opportunity. So especially because it's Pentacles, it can be a financial opportunity. I feel like this person isn't getting a lot of financial opportunities, but also that like this person didn't what's the word, like present you with an opportunity to move forward or to advance this relationship. And maybe that's where those are two cards if you didn't see them, so I'm not counting it. Um, maybe that's where the feeling of like being trapped comes from. Like this person is refusing to settle down with you because they're like, whoa, gonna get baby trapped or whatever. You know, it doesn't have to be babies, but the King of Pentacles. Why do they keep falling sideways? Jeez. Yeah, I feel like maybe you have this idyllic version of this person, like in your mind, or like we could be the King and the Queen of Pentacles, but I don't think they're ready to commit. And also, I don't think they're the King of Pentacles. I just feel like they're lying to you. The Ace of Swords forward would have been truth, but the Ace in reverse to me is like a lie, and it's also a no. So it's like my yes and no card. Upside down would be a no. I just feel like this person's lying to you. They're not telling you the truth about their situation, and they're not telling you the truth about their intentions with this relationship. And maybe you're with the Six of Cups here, you're thinking about all the like, oh well, he did this for me, or she did that for me, or we had this really nice time. And it's like, yeah, you can have good times with people, but I don't think this person's like I don't know, planning to stick it out, I guess. Final messages in terms of tarot. Yeah, so you have a decision here that you can walk away or you can stay. And I feel like you're kind of like, you're not sure what you should do, but I just feel like this person isn't going to meet you where you want them to. Again, they come out on twos. So let's see if we can pull in ones. Okay. Yeah, more internal conflict. So you're just confused about like which direction you should take this. I just don't think this person really, it's not even that they have bad intentions with you, right? Like I don't see they're trying to hurt you or anything. Other than that example I gave earlier of the people who will like deliberately sabotage successful women because it humbling, humbling their partners makes them feel better, but other than that, it's like I just feel like this person isn't on your level emotionally, not romantically. They're not giving as much as you give. Even if you are perceiving that way, because I'm getting a little bit of romanticism here, especially with the dream, you're kind of like, rose colored about it. But yeah, just just don't be too romantic about it. I don't think this person really is gonna meet you where you want them to. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Yeah, so separation, basically, like get away from this person. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So I don't think that's the message that is coming out here. I just feel like again, that rose-colored energy, like you think maybe this person's the one, or you can see the potential in this person, but they're just not gonna meet you where you need them to. And healing family issues, I just feel like this person might have, their own family issues, or whether that's mommy issues, daddy issues, whatever, like maybe there's a child they're not telling you about, it really, it could be anything with a general reading, but um your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Yeah, they have shit to work through that they haven't, especially like the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. I think I had said that earlier, like it can be family issues. Okay, so we have shit is going down with your job. Reevaluate, change your perspective, or fucking quit. Yeah, I feel like they're just telling you to focus on your career right now. And maybe this message is for the other dude. Like, I don't think they're as financially stable as they're pretending to be. So I don't know if this person's about to get fired or what the hell, but make better effing choices. If you are pissed at where you are, then stop taking yourself there. Yeah. So it's kind of a tough love message. Tough love message. Um, clearly this person isn't meeting you where you want them to. And so it's like, why do you keep spending time on people that aren't gonna give you what you want, what you need? Um, and I feel like this is another warning to like the moment you see the red flags, like kind of take it for what it is instead of being like, well, maybe we can fix that, or maybe it's not what I think it is. Like, trust your intuition, trust your gut. Again, if you're receiving dreams about this person, like your guides are talking to you and they're telling you to run away from this. And I feel like you're just you might be ignoring it and trying to make it work, and it's just not worth it in the end. Get over yourself and pull it together. Help people, give back, do good things for humanity. Again, with that idea of like the dream, chasing your dreams, I feel like you have bigger things that you're low key meant for, and you're wasting your time over here with this other person, like especially when you're on top of it. On Oh my gosh, why am I struggling to talk right now? Especially when you're on top of everything, like the Queen of Pentacles is. It's just like, why would you waste your time? You could be doing something with your career. You could be doing something for your family. You could be, going on vacation like how you always wanted to go. And instead, you're wasting your time with this person who isn't trying to move forward with you. Like, why would you do that to yourself? Um, yeah, so I hope you found the reading helpful. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know. See you on the next one. Hello to those of you who selected pile number 3 with the float. This is your reading. Okay, cute. Without any context, that's cute. Okay. We have the Page of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. Ace of Cups in reverse. The Devil, girl. Girl is used indiscriminately, by the way. Then we have Justice. Oof, that's interesting energy. So with the Page of Cups, kind of like the start of a romantic situation. It's kind of like a little bit of creativity here and there. It's kind of like dipping your toes in, but then that's immediately followed by a mess. So underneath it, we have the Ace of Cups in reverse, which is kind of like emotional blockages. It might even be you deliberately like not engaging in romantic relationships or anything romantic. You're kind of like leaving it out of sight, out of mind. I feel like maybe you might be on a roll right now with the Eight of Pentacles that's like working over and over. You're trying to like perfect a craft right now, and you're kind of like, I don't want to slow down for a romantic relationship. And especially with the float is liberation and freedom. So I don't know if like in the past you had a really negative relationship and you're kind of like, do I really want to risk that as another situation when I can just be working la di da di da? Hmm. And then the Three of Pentacles, I wonder if some of you have issues at work with cooperation. It's basically people not communicating, not working together. It might be even some pettiness, especially with the devil underneath it. I wonder if like something's triggering like all this anger and messiness at work. The Justice card, that's interesting. That one appeared. I'm getting a bit of like, I don't know if it's an attitude or if it's like what's going on, but it's just kind of like you get out what you put in situation. So I feel like that's why you've been putting in so much work. you really want this project to come out perfect. There is a bit of perfectionism here, but um yeah, what's going on with that work situation? I'm assuming it's a work situation. Maybe it's familial. Like, oh my god, Jesus, the tower. Or, yeah, I feel like things just aren't working out at work. I don't know what's going on. It could, I just, what the hell? I said it could be familial because you got the Ten of Cups, but it's like upright, so it would make me think that everything's fine. I don't know why you got a tower moment. Oh my god. Maybe there's something at work that's like, I don't know, it's kind of reached its end, and now there's just like arguing and pettiness, and it's about to like blow up. I'm not sure what's going on there. It seems, yeah, especially that's crazy that it would like, it's supposed to be a romantic reading, and it's like, well, yeah, there's a little bit of romance and there's a lot of emotional blockages, but also like this fuck shit happening in your life. So maybe that's why you're like, I can't focus on love right now. Like, there's too much bullshit happening. The Hierophant is about structure, um, the status quo. I wonder if like you're having an issue and you're trying to resolve it, but it's just like the way the system is set up, you can't really resolve, the rules set in place, or you can only take it so far. Like, as an example, if you wanted a raise, your boss could approve it, but that doesn't mean like the person above your boss is going to approve it. Justice. Can we get some clarification on the justice card? Oh, what the hell? Oh my god. What the? It's like literally Death, Tower, and the Devil back to back. What? Oh my god. With the Five of Pentacles, because of course, I feel, I don't know, do you have concerns about money? Is that why you're working so hard? Um, Death, yeah. I Maybe you're holding on to something, like you really want to stay at this job because it's financially secure, but I don't know if it's like what's best for you in the end. The Six of Wands is private victories. So like you achieve something. I do see an achievement, but it's not something you like brag about. Yeah, I feel like it's kind of, I'm sorry you didn't get love messages. Holy, what comes out comes out. I'm not going to sit here and try to make it something it's not. Um yeah, I just see an ending with whatever situation this is. I'm assuming it's a job situation because there's work, coworkers slash business partners, and then like financial concerns. You do got to remember though that like these people are struggling and they're focusing on the fact that they're outside and they're poor and they don't have money and they're in the cold, but there's a church with its lights open, its lights on, basically. The idea is that there's help nearby, so try not to feel like you're all on your own. Oh my god. Is there anything else you'd like to add that isn't horrifying? The Chariot. Okay, movement forward, willpower. We appreciate that. What is this? Yeah, you're just feeling like you're taking this all on your own. You're like burdened right now. Your shoulders are heavy. Um, Yeah, I feel like you're really sad about this. You're trying to make it work, but um, they're letting you know that maybe it's not going to. Even if you do make it work for the time being, I feel like ultimately this isn't going to satisfy you. This isn't going to be your forever job. Um, this is supposed to be a love reading. I'm so sorry. Yeah. I feel like once you figure out this situation, then you can start thinking about love. Right now, you're just kind of like trying to figure this out. And I don't blame you. You got the devil, the tower, and death. So, um, the chariot is a very good sign, though. It's movement forward, right? So you're not going to be in this rut forever. Whether you choose to stay with whatever job you're doing right now or not, it's still progress. So I think they're just kind of like bringing it to your attention that it is a death, a metaphorical death on the horizon. So make the preparations you need. Love yourself first. Yeah, I just don't think you're ready for love right now. um Forgiving and learning as you release and heal from the past. Yeah, so whatever past relationship you've been working on, you kind of have to like resolve that. Sorry, not you've been working on. It's possible you have been working on your feelings and processing the past relationships, but I feel like there's more work to do. And there's more work to do on not only the lessons you learned from the relationship, but also on yourself and your self image. And then let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. So, again, this idea that um, you feel like you don't have any help, or you feel like you don't have anyone, or you feel like you're left out in the cold, and it's like, no, you do have a support system. You just might not see it because you haven't asked anyone for help, which makes sense because the Ace of Cups was reversed, so you're not really opening about your emotions, you know. Okay, so we got 3 there. Get the fuck out of your head, get into your heart, it misses you. So again, more about like getting in alignment with what you want, whether that is romantically or in terms of your career. Like, what is it that you actually want? Detox. And that might be from people. But it says drink a smoothie, unfriend that asshole, exactly, and throw some shit out. So there's, again, with the death card, like getting rid of the things that don't serve you, and then with the chariot, like moving forward after that. But it's important you get rid of the stuff before you can move forward. Both, yeah, in your romance of like learning your lessons, and in your career. You are going through some tough shit. Everyone has their turn. Welcome to yours. Gather your tired ass up and handle it. Yeah, so, life's never going to be 100% perfect, even if you make all your dreams come true, even if you reach all your goals. Like, you know, it's never going to be fine and dandy all the time. So it's just your turn. And once you learn that lesson, or once you get past that, it'll be fine and dandy again, and then it'll explode all over again, because that's just how life is. That's the wheel of fortune, ups and downs. So I hope you found the reading helpful. Let me know in the comments if you did. Subscribe, etc., etc. If you guys have suggestions, I am open to them, so please drop them in the comments. Thank you, thank you. See you in the next one.